Hi students, good morning to everyone. Today I am going to be teach a subject of communicative English. Communication is a process in which informations can be exchanged between the individuals. Unless of communications we cannot be express our ideas, our opinions or sharing knowledge, etc. Therefore, the communication is a God gifted one. A communication can be classified into two categories: oral communication and written communications. According to your syllabus, it has the subject has 5 units. The first unit will describe the communication, second unit is in descriptions, the third unit is listening and interviews, and fourth unit presentation skill, the fifth unit is critical thinking skills. Here we come to the point. First we look at on the first unit of this subject. A communications is a process which informations can be exchanged between individuals. These communications may be help to expressing our ideas, expressing our opinions, asking queries, sharing knowledge, etc. Here we know there is no lacking in our mother language and our regional language. However, we may be expert in that languages, but we may be sometimes make errors in English communications. When we are communicating English with the peoples, with your friends, you may be do mistake. However, you don't have practice. If you are practice, if you are taking practice continuously, you may be talk with them easily without errors. There are the three ways to be develop our English communications. The first one, we have to be interested in that language. We love with that language. Like as we are spending more time for game, and sometimes we may be spent times to be watch a cricket like as an IPL, etc. And sometimes we may be playing the game like PUBG and other mobile app games, but we are not be showing that much interest in English communication for English language. If we are showing, if we are expressing, expanding our interest in English, sure we will be improve in English communication. Therefore, the communications is become lacking. The second one, we have to be read newspaper loudly. We do not be read it in our mind, because if we are reading a newspaper or if we are reading a English stories in our mind, we cannot be talk with them loudly with others. Therefore, every interested and or the person that he wants to be develop English communication, he must be read a newspaper or a story loudly. The third one, he must be take practice more and more, communicate with their friends in English, talk with them English. So he has to be answer in English. He must be communicate frequently with friends in English. This is the three way that will help you to be improve your communication, English communication? Here, the first one is, and we have interest, that we are showing interest in the other game like cricket, and watching or playing, watching movies, playing mobile application games, etc. So same interest we have to be give, same preference we have to be give to the English development. That second one, we have to be read newspaper loudly, and we have to be read English stories loudly, because of if we are reading stories in our mind, it may not be helpful, it may be uh, not, it may not be used when we are talk with your friends in English loudly, or talk with them. Okay, so here we have to be take practice daily communication in English, talk with English, and sharing the knowledge, and expressing our ideas, expressing our opinions, so all are to be done in English. Let's we come to the point. A communication can be classified into two categories earlier I discussed: oral communications and written communications. Oral communications can, this is an verbal and non-verbal communications. So under this verbal communications, verbal communications which has oral and written. So here first you have to be note it down. A communication can be classified into two categories: verbal and non-verbal communication. A verbal communication can be classified into subcategories: oral communications and written communications. So here, verbal communications is a process sending and receiving messages with words, including writing or oral messages. Sometimes we may be called to the phone, phone calls, say, and we may be talk with the friends, say, and we may be teaching, we may be giving the lecturing, and we may be communicate with the friends, say. So these are all be oral communications. In the written communications, say, that ought to be writing a letter, and writing a stories. So these are all be writing communications. So this or these are all come under this verbal communications. In the non-verbal communications can be classified into three categories. Earlier I discussed as an communications is classified into two categories: verbal and non-verbal. Verbal is over. Now we come to the non-verbal communications. Here it can be classified into three subcategories: eye contact, gesture, facial expressions. Look at on the screen. Non-verbal communications is the transfer the informations through the use of body languages, including eye contact, facial expressions, gesture, and more. For example, smiling when you are meet someone, conveying friendliness, acceptance, and openness. These are all can be expressing the way is known as a non-verbal communication. So the non-verbal communications is also used to be expressing our feelings, expressing our openness, friendliness, etc. So the non-verbal communications is also used to be transfer the information through use of the body languages: eye contact, facial expressions, gesture, etc. Smiling when we are meeting with the friends, when we are smiling, it transfers the information to the person, and he can be understand how what he wants, and what is the status of the person. So if we are the, it is known as an, if we are smiling, when he understand, when he convey, we are convey the friendliness by this non-verbal communications, by this way. Okay, so there are the two ways are there: verbal and non-verbal. So the in the non-verbal, eye contact, smiling, friendliness, sorry, meeting to someone as in friendliness, openness, so that or can be expressing facial expressions. This is known as an facial expressions, which are to be expressing our feelings, expressing our information say by this way. So here it is clear that the communication can be classified into two categories, verbal and non-verbal. The verbal communications can be classified into two subcategories, oral communications and written communications. Oral communications, we have to be talk with the friends, or we are talking with the phone calls. So it is by we are conveying the messages by voice. It is known as an oral communications, whereas in the written communications we are conveying a messages by written, like as an text messages, or sometimes we may be given in the WhatsApp messages, or we may be writing as a letters. Anyhow we are writing words to be communicated with our friends or with the peoples. So it's known as an writing communications, text messages, WhatsApp messages, emails, writing a letters. So these are all come under this written communications. Non-verbal communications, which can be classified into three subcategories: eye contact, gesture, facial expressions. So these are all, we are not be expressing our feelings, as we are not sharing our knowledge by this way of voice or text messages, or by writing the messages. Instead of this, understand, instead of this we are using as an facial expressions. When we are meeting someone, we are smiling, okay, that we are say, that we are conveying the information, say that we want to be happy with you, we want to be continue friendliness, so that are can be easily expressed, can be understand by the neighbors, by the your friends. And acceptance, openness. So the non-verbal communications is the way of to be expressing our knowledge by the use of body languages, including eye contact, facial expressions, gesture, etc. Sometimes we may be shaking head, yes, no, okay, we may be shaking heads. So these are the way that are to be sending the information, convey the information by this way. Now we, according to your syllabus, the first points, which is hints, develop the hints. So here it is from school. In the lower classes you can see pictures, we will see it, and in the next class. I would like to be conclude this class with this session. We will be meet in the next class with a new topic. Thank you very much.